Good evening, and welcome to my basement apartment and the realm of Tirana. How many of you visiting here in the chat tonight have visited this storied realm before? If you have seen this show either live or in its internet version, fill the chats with your ones and exclamation points now. If you are new to this realm, fill the chat with your twos and @ symbols. If you are new to this realm, know this. What you're about to see is fully improvised. Our heroes have no idea of the terrifying dangers that lie in wait for them in tonight's adventures. For tonight, their journey takes them through the mountains of finance, great spires that rise up in the southern reaches of the realms of Tirana, with great rise up in the southern reaches of the realms of Tirana, with great markers indicating their fealty to the terrifying warlocks that rule them, such as the Bank of Ogre Scotia or the Tirana Dominion. Yes, the realm of Tirana is a strangely familiar and yet terrifying realm filled with terrifying monsters. However, it is also peopled with mighty heroes who gather before you now. Bright stars shining out in the firmament against chaos and evil wherever it may rear its avaricious brow. The first of those heroes comes before you now. Bumpetikin, the gnomish tinker.
Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm very excited to get back to tinking. I've had some setbacks in the last little bit, but what is a tinker? I think I've really got some big things ahead of me. I'm reading how to tink again, and you know what? If it's not broke, why tink it? That's my motto. Okay.
Yes, a mighty hero indeed. Next we have Spite, the tiefling corporate warlock.
Hey there, I'm Spite. I'm a corporate tiefling warlock, as he said, but don't hold that against me. Unless it'll get me a deal on appetizers or anything, and then yes, I am indeed a corporate warlock. Well, not that rich, but I have friends who are rich and they will cover the tip, so I'm good for the money. Let's get adventuring and let's get some gold.
Yes, a mighty hero indeed. And next we have our special guest this month. Joining us from the wilds of Mount Royal, we have Nyx, the cleric.
Hello, friends. I'm Nyx the cleric. I do indeed hail from the realm of Mount Royal, and I yearn for adventure in the realm of Toronto. I've heard speak of this land and have visited it in the past. Very little of it impresses me. However, I'm always game to have my mind changed. Hopefully there'll be some challenge presented to me, for I've seen much, done much, and know much.
Yes, what interesting, strange powers will this cleric reveal to our heroes? That remains to be seen as we embark upon our latest adventure in D&D Live. D&D Live, Episode 4, The Gaze of the S.A.D.eusa. Welcome, everyone, to D&D Live, our next episode, and thank you for your patience waiting for our show to begin. How's everybody doing today?
Right, you're asking us. I thought you were asking a chat,
Yeah.
but
No,
yes.
no, they can't talk.
I'm great.
Yeah, good.
They can't talk?
What do you mean? They can type stuff. How was
I
your
hear
day? We could talk to pick a person
Yeah.
out there.
How are you doing out there in TV land?
Yeah.
Yes, TV Land, let us know how you're doing out there. We already have some great suggestions from TV Land that we're going to be implementing in today's adventure, which I'm very excited about. But before we get started, why don't you folks tell us a little bit about your characters? So Liz, why don't you start and tell us who's Bumpetikin?
Well, Bumpetikin is a gnome tinker who, has had a real tough go trying to be a tinker. Not a lot of work opportunities. Has been rooming here for quite some time, and just is really looking to tink. Bumpetikin is about 704 years old.
Wow.
That's a new fact.
That's
for
great.
everyone involved. But
And
she is, in fact, 704 years old. So she's seen a lot. But, for gnomes, that's not that much, actually. She's still pretty young.
and Julian, how old is Spite, your character?
Spite's a good 7 years old.
7. She's much younger.
Yeah, well, I mean, typical tiefling fashion, born out of a breach in contract, someone angered a demon or got on their bad side or what have you.
Sure.
So yeah, pretty naive person. I think actually he's spent a lot of time in the mountains of finance, and this is kind of him. He was sent on a mission to go explore like escape room opportunities to bring the people out to have some fun. And so dungeoneering is probably, he really wants to nail this. And he knows that money is a little bit more important than friendship. And so he wants to turn a buck as well. And then, his room's a lot like my room. This is where he hangs out because I don't have a green screen because my computer's not good enough. But otherwise, it's great.
Sounds like a charming guy.
Screen?
Yeah. And Vinny's our special guest this week, joining us from actual Montreal. Vinny, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character, Nyx the Cleric?
So Nyx the Cleric, he's a human cleric. He's pretty jaded. He's seen much of the world around him. At least he thinks he does. He acts pretty pretentious, and looks down his nose at monsters and things that are beneath him, which he considers most things. But it actually remains to be seen how wise he actually is, or whether it's just all a facade.
Okay, so like maybe putting on some airs, that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely putting on some airs. And he likes to use big words when little words suffice. He's a little bit of a blowhard, but can sometimes back it up.
All right, nice. Very
Just
exciting.
sometimes.
Not always. It's unreliable.
Does he say, I'm going to nix that idea?
That's right. That's his catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase. Okay, good.
All right. Well, then, without further ado, let's plunge right into our adventure today. Oh, and just so everybody knows, Brian Edwards is doing fine.
Honestly, that was who I was wondering about when I said, how are you?
Brian who?
Thank you, Brian.
And our suggestion, actually, that will start off our adventure will also come from Brian Edwards, which is the question of where our heroes are just coming from. We're going to join our heroes having just come from a different adventure, and they're now like returning home on a long journey home. The adventure that our heroes have just completed is you were doing battle with some fair inspectors, which of course are specters that haunt fairs.
Oh, of course. Nothing to do with the Troll Transit Commission then.
No, they're nothing to do with the TTC, with the Toll Commission.
Okay.
And so this is a whole separate thing. These are just ghosts because nobody's at the X, right?
Right.
So it's just the ghosts there. So you were there doing a little bit of exorcism.
Oh, good.
But we'll start our adventure. With like a nice expensive crane shot. We get a nice wide shot of the mountains of Tirana. And we're passing over like snow-capped peaks. Oh yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it, Liz. And, the wind is whistling, and we pass by the caps of the tops of the mountains of finance, and we can see the spire of the Tirana Dominion. With its eerie green glow, looking very like City of the Dead-y. And the camera is just sort of going to crane in, and as it cranes in, it's going to crane its way onto Bumpetican. And Bumpetican, you're trudging through this mountain pass right now. It's not we're not talking climber's axe and pittons and ropes kind of climb here, but it's a hard hike.
Yes, I am 704.
Yeah, it's you're getting up in years. So when the camera falls on Bumpetican, what do we see?
Well, I'm holding my very best How to Tink book, and I'm reading aloud to the group. And I'm not looking behind me, but I'm assured that they are fascinated by what I'm saying as we climb up this small hill, on our way to a bigger hill. When one looks for the best place to tink, one must think of what. Do you see what I mean? about think and take?
That's-
Sprite?
The camera trails off of Bumpedican here to find Spite following in her wake in the snow.
Sprite?
what do we see when the camera falls on you?
Spite is ill-prepared for the cold. He's got his business attire, his kind of like best suit, which by now is probably pretty ratty. He's got his faithful briefcase by his side, and I think he's a little frustrated. Listen, Bumpy, what do you mean? What do I see with Tink and Think? As in,
Well, you see, this is why I love the book, because you get these beautiful moments of where you say, oh, when you think of how to think, and it makes me laugh.
Can we read any other book, or can you use any other word like ponder or consider, or just switch up from the whole?
Why would I say ponder instead of tinker? If I'm going to be tinkering with something, I'm not going to be pondering it. I'm going to already be aware of what to do.
Right. Well,
So I'm going to tinker with it. Moving on.
The camera lingers on this little argument and then sort of pans around our heroes to look further up the mountain pass. Standing silhouetted by the Tirana sky, we see Nyx the cleric with their back to us. And Vinny, what do we see when the camera falls on Nyx?
Nyx is tossing little wisps of fire, juggling them, trying to keep himself engaged. He can overhear this conversation. He's slightly amused, partly annoyed, and kind of is tired after a long day and just would like some food.
Yeah, you've been, Nyx has been hired, Bumpedican and Spike, as your guide through the mountains of finance. And it's been a long journey since you came from the exhibition grounds, dealing with those specters. But you're on your way back to the Hellhounds Adventurers Guild in the north. And it's been a long and arduous road so far.
I should have had more than that spectral cotton candy. That was not fulfilling and probably definitely not nutritious at all like they
Spike,
advertise.
can I just say something? It feels like, every time I try to open up and share with you, you shut me down almost immediately. I'm sorry you didn't eat anything other than that upsetting cotton candy, but you can't eat food or treats from ghosts. That was rule number 1.
Hey, it was a very good price. It was worth a shot.
Of course it was good price. It's essentially air. They can dress whatever they want. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I had some
Nick.
of that meat. I had some meat on a stick. I'm quite sure I do not know what animal or being it came from, but I don't think it's sitting well in my stomach.
No, I'll
yeah.
be honest.
That was
Really.
probably undead for sure. Yeah, that's
I suspect as much. It was gray.
gonna
Oh.
raise the dead in your,
Yeah,
Yourself.
things of necromancy is happening in my digestive system.
yeah. It's gonna
As
be-
in
Well,
an
that
ominous-
would make sense,
In
you
an
can't
ominous
eat
stroke
those.
of pathetic fallacy, there's a rumble in the mountains, not unlike the rumble in Nyx's belly. And snow begins to drift down from a nearby mountain peak, and our heroes witness a brutal avalanche on a far across mountain that spells an ominous portent for their journeys up ahead.
Oh my gosh, the snow has written ominous portent on the side of the mountain.
That's amazing.
Spelled it right out.
What is that?
It's-
What does those words mean?
An ominous portent. It's, one, great spelling. Two, it's an omen of doom, of ill will towards us. When these mountains do not wish us to traverse them.
Mr. Nix, trust us, okay? Myself, I've been over these mountains dozens of times, and Spigot here has probably been at least once or twice, surely.
I mean, I've been through the mountains. I mean, I worked for years inside the mountains, but I've never really gone over them. That seems
Spike,
seems.
I'm not trying to offend you, okay? So,
Okay.
honestly,
As someone from Mount Royal, I'm very familiar with mountains, even though Mount Royal technically is not much of a mountain, it's really more of a hill.
it's a bit of a
But
hill.
it's just a bit of a hill. We
Wait,
just like to
let's-
call it a mount.
What are we
I
talking
mean,
about here?
call it-
We've got an
Well,
avalanche.
I'm just saying we can't go by. We cannot go past. Like this mountain is.
Okay, fine.
giving us an
Well,
ominous
It's
portent.
another 6
ominous
days trail to go around this mountain.
Let's
I
just
mean,
go
but-
through. Let's go through. Right? There
I
surely
don't-
is a way to just go through. Let's
There
not
is an
go
old
wasn't a
over.
mine.
welcoming
I'm
portent.
sure there is an old mine, but
I don't feel like it would be a very good idea to do.
Oh, it's
No,
fine.
it was
As this ominous statement is made and the avalanche continues to tumble out exclamation points on the words ominous portent that are written along the side of the hill, our heroes can all hear a strange baritone voice echoing in their ears, almost carried by some mystical means. It says, "Yes, you know the dark way, but dare you pass there? You know what slept there once. What will you do? What will you do?"
Okay, I feel like we're verging on another franchise here. It feels
No,
like
it's not Christopher Lee. It's not Christopher Lee at all.
It sounded pretty
Uh,
Christopher Lee,
no,
Sean.
it's
It
a
sounded like
bit
you're
of a-
aiming
it was a
for
bit of a
Christopher
Christopher
Lee.
Lee, if we're being
No,
honest.
it wasn't
It was
him.
similar.
It was someone else. It was
Okay.
it was
Yeah, who was it? Whose
Lee
voice am I
Christopher.
imagining?
Who was that? Sean?
Michael
Who did you nail?
Ironsides. It was Michael
It's
Ironsides.
Michael
No,
Ironsides
no,
echoing
no.
through the mountains.
Yeah, it was him
Wow.
for sure.
Okay,
Okay.
All right.
sure
Okay.
thing.
We saw
Okay,
a little
well-
bit of his face, like just like the shadowy side of his face.
Well, then in that case, all right. I didn't want to have to do this, but we can go through the mines of Borea. And,
Sorry, did you say like there's two different words, three different words? More E-A? Is that how it's spelled? Yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
Borea. It's a play on the term bore, like you're boring through the side of the mountain. So what we could do is we'll just head there into Borea, and also, if I don't mind saying, the people that built it are a little bit boring. So I know, stop it. Anyway, but
That's
Mr.
good.
Nix, with your approval, we could try to traverse the mine. It's
Now-
my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sprite, that
Spike.
sorry.
It's Spike. I mean,
Sorry, Spike, that we could absolutely, make our way across, but there might be some dangers there. I don't think it's been operational in quite some time.
Oh,
sounds
it's
like
been
a
shut
good dungeon
down.
to plunder. Yeah.
I mean, it's been shut down, but there are dangers that sleep down there, and we must be
Well,
careful.
The
Be best not
word
to
is
awaken
there
them.
used to be a somewhat massive demon that did sleep there.
Oh, I wonder if he's my
You
dad.
must tread lightly if we are to take this path.
We
I
gotta
see
go
no
see
other
my
options.
dad. This is probably
What
my
do you mean
dad.
you got to go see your dad?
Why is your dad? What?
What? I just mean like there's a demon who I kind of consider because I don't really have a dad, but that might be my dad.
That's sad.
You're saying that the demon that sleeps in Borea,
Borea.
Borea.
be your
Yeah.
dad?
Be your,
Yeah,
might be
like
your
that-
father.
As a figure, like I didn't really have a hand in birthing me, but contractually and organizing, who broke the
Just like a
contract.
paternal figure in your life.
That's it.
Do you
That's
keep
it.
in touch with this? Who's your
Yeah.
dad? What's his
do
name?
you have any communications?
No, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to see him at all. I was never given that information, and this
Well,
might
how do
be
you
it.
know that he's in the Borea mines?
I don't. It just makes sense since I work in the mountains, and you mentioned a giant demon, and I don't know. I just got a feeling.
As our heroes
Did this
continue
demon ever
this-
come to your?
As our heroes continue this conversation, which is sure to be plot relevant, they have arrived at a massive door etched with runes in a mystic language. It's not Elvish, it's a different language.
Oh, what language is it?
Speak, friend, and enter.
No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
Okay. Well,
It's
what's this
in-
riddle?
It's written in Sea Elf.
Sea elf.
Sea elf.
Because
Sea
once
elf.
upon a time, this was where the ocean was.
Some people pronounce it self.
Yes,
Ooh.
so a lot of people call them selfies.
They speak
Mm.
selfie.
They speak selfie. Thankfully, Nyx, the cleric, does speak selfie. Nyx, do you want to try to interpret the runes?
Yes,
For-
I would like to make an attempt at reading them.
For
Well,
this,
let
do,
us-
for
let
this,
us
do
make
we
a-
all have to get behind you and get in a good pose, kind of thing? Is that how this
I like
works?
that for
For
a selfie.
selfie?
Just a quick
Yeah.
one. Good
yeah, we
angles.
should all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's improved by the number of people.
Yeah,
who
for
are near
sure.
me.
Okay, I
so
like.
all right,
Okay,
our
sure.
heroes
Okay,
are going to try to pose for this selfie to decipher these runes. Let's see how it goes. And we've rolled a 9, which is a pretty average roll, but Nyx is skilled at this,
Mediocre.
and so he will be able to decipher the runes. It
Oh.
says, "Make friends and enter."
Oh, very novel.
Wow, never heard that before at all.
It
Not
says
even
make
close.
friends and enter.
Make friends.
What Well,
make
Mr.
friends and
Nix,
end them.
I don't understand. Who are we supposed to make friends with?
Well, seeing as these are selfies and this language is selfie, we should just, have a group shot where all of us have our arms around each other. And so if we link arms in front of this door, I believe it will open.
All right. Okay, well, I'll go in front because I'm the shortest.
All right, I'll go behind because I'm tall and kind of.
And so
And
our
I'm
heroes are all.
medium-sized.
Our heroes
Okay,
are
get
all.
a high angle, Mr. Nix. Put it up top, okay?
Our heroes are all linking hands, but the question is, are they really friends? They seem to be arguing on the mountain, but in their hearts of hearts, are they friends with each other? In the chat, if you are listening, type out what you think you can do to tell if you are truly friends with someone, and then we will see whether or not we can determine whether Bumpetican, Spite, and Nyx are actually friends. As they make their poses, the magical door glows and pulses, but it seems to shudder and fade. What could they really need to do to convince this door that they are friends? In the meantime, our heroes must discuss what they plan to do with this door.
All right, we've taken like 100. I think we're probably fine.
Well,
I think
I'm
we're
just
good. I
saying
think
that
we're
all
done.
I want to know is that, there's at least a few good angles of me, okay, Mr. Nix?
Oh yeah. We'll vet them
Oh,
together.
yeah.
It's fine.
What do you mean you bet them together?
We'll make sure you look good. Listen, I just
What, are
don't
you going
think.
to edit me into a photo?
No, what? No. Maybe. If that's what it
Maybe?
takes. Maybe.
You know what? Just because you're so photogenic.
Thank you. I've got good angles.
I know because of the horns.
Pretty much.
We have an answer from the chat that I think is juicy.
Ooh.
And so, the only way that they can truly prove that they are friends is if they can keep secrets for each other. And so, in order to enter into the minds of more Ia, they will have to tell each other secrets.
Well,
Okay,
Right.
DJ
Okay.
Bard, could we get some like sweet telling music? If you could do that. Oh yeah, that's it.
well, Mr. Nix, do you have a secret you want to tell us?
yes, when I was a young cleric in Mount Royal,
Sure.
they made us work in the bagel mines.
The
Nay.
bagel mines?
It was a mine of gold.
This is a
It was
mine.
called the
have you ever
bagel
done?
mines.
Go on.
And my father was working in the mines with me, and he fell down a pit. And I watched him be buried in an avalanche of gold nuggets that we later had to dig out. And when I said, let me at least retrieve my father, they said, no, his body has no monetary value. So I had to leave him there and fetch out all the gold around him. Which is why I refuse to wear gold or collect gold coins. Pay only in silvers and coppers.
What a touching secret.
Mr. Nix, I had no idea that this was going to be a full story of your father's death.
Wait, so you abandoned your father?
On pain of death by the taskmaster of the gold mine.
But you
I
took the
cannot bear the
gold.
sight of gold.
You took
I
the
cannot
gold
bear
that
the
was
sight of it.
around him?
I was forced to by the taskmaster who made us retrieve the gold for his gold hoard.
His gold what?
Horde.
A hoard.
His gold hoard? Or
Horde,
hoard?
like a
Horde.
dragon's hoard, like a collection of
Like
gold.
a dragon would.
Oh, like a
In
horn.
fact, it was
like
a dragon.
Like
To
a
be
horn.
fair-
Like
to be
a
fair-
horn that dragons have.
No, like a horde. D.
No, a D.
You're a whore.
There's
You
a
know,
D.
don't call me a whore, okay? I've been around a long time. That is
No,
not what I am.
No, that's
I
not.
think
that's-
it's a
Oh.
horde.
Oh, hoard! You
As-
see, this is where Tink is helpful. Thank
And
you for
as
saying
Nyx shares this secret and Spite uses the word tink, the door comes open.
Oh, what?
it. We
What?
didn't even share our secrets, Mr. Nyx. You really let go of what one would say is the murder of your own father, and we don't even have to share.
I mean, that's good for me. I mean, my secret was actually going to be a little offensive because I love gold and I did not want to share that given that
I
circumstance.
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Fair. Yeah, it's fair.
One time in Tink school, I shot it myself.
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go.
What?
Yeah, I think
Gotta
the
go.
door's,
The door's
open.
open.
We should probably get moving.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. Okay, here we go.
And so our heroes stride into the mine of Moria. Yes, the mine of Moria, which was once a festive place, a happy place, where winter games were played and there was the laughter of children that filled the halls. Our heroes have stepped into the first hall of Moria. There is a spiral of sunlight that is catching dapplings of snowflakes that come from a hole in the ceiling above. The spotlight of light from above shines down on a snowman which has been built. A charming snowman built no doubt by capering children. But the snowman has drooped slightly with age, and someone has moved some of the stones that make up his snowman mouth so that instead of a smile, a frown sits on his snowman face. There's a kiosk with snowshoes, and there's a little hot cocoa stand that has an elf, a sea elf, who's sitting at the hot cocoa stand and looks with his head in his hands, somewhat dispossessed. And we see that there are a couple of children making snow angels, at least lying in the snow, off to the side of this chamber over here. And in the far distance, we can see that there's a vaulted doorway that leads to a second hall.
We can get some food here, maybe.
Just take it easy. I don't know if I want to eat here. These selfies probably haven't had guests in a long time.
I'm so hungry. I need like hot chocolate. Sounds
too.
amazing right now.
Hot
Okay,
cocoa, come on.
just take it easy. Let me do the ordering, okay?
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Selfie.
Oh, hello.
What? Hi. My friends and I were wondering if your kitchen was open.
I guess. Did you come from outside? What's it like out there? Is it nice?
Well, there's a voice on the wind. People say
Oh,
it's Ironside.
Anybody famous?
Barely. But we actually had quite a long journey fighting specters, and I wondered if you might be able to provide us with some kind of sustenance, perhaps soup or stew.
I sell hot cocoa. It's got cod liver oil in it.
Is there any way to have it without the I'm asking. Any way to have it without the cod liver oil?
It's a selfie delicacy, so no.
Does it really make you?
Oh, yeah, you'll poop.
Sounds like my days at Think School, if you know what I mean.
I don't really.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have 3 of those. And what do you have for food?
Do you have any gold?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I've got some gold. Yeah. What are you offering?
No.
No, he's
I
looking
mean-
to see if we can pay for the hot chocolate.
The cocoa,
Oh.
man.
I mean, not really.
Yes,
not
we
much.
can give you 1 piece of gold. You know, there's a question I'm wondering is, what exactly did you mine here in Borea?
Mine? We mined winter. The happiness and joy that comes from winter.
I'm sorry. You're saying the mine was actually some kind of a ski resort?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you. What's your name, kid?
My name is Breep.
I'm sorry, Breep?
That's correct. My name is Breep.
Like, beep beep, you're going too fast, but with an R, Breep?
No, it's like a dragon's Breep.
Like brief, I'm gonna brief you on the situation.
Let's keep it brief and let's get the hot cocoa. Maybe without. I'm allergic to cod liver oil. So
You
I'm
can't have it without the cod liver oil.
Will
You have
poop,
to have
you
the
will
cod
poop
liver
for
oil.
sure when you have this then.
Okay, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm fine.
I mean, I
Thank
don't
you.
have any poop problems, but I'll take it, I guess.
All right, okay. We'll have 3 cod liver oil-less hot chocolates if we can, and if you have to put it in there, that's fine. But can we also get a roasted chicken or something?
Yes.
Oh, you want like glazed hams and stuff?
Yes, that sounds
Yes,
fabulous.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
mine that winter for us.
That's in the 3rd hall.
What?
But it's depressing in there. It's so dark.
More
Dank.
I'm
more
sorry.
depressing than you, Breep. Sadder
Breep.
somehow.
That's a good point.
Oh, he's self-actualized. Okay.
Right.
Well, we should go. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we get to the.
Okay, you got any of that gold? Because I love that stuff. It's never killed anyone that loved me.
Oh
Ugh,
God.
I have some silvers for you.
That's nice. There's silver. Our friend Nick's here loves to work with silver.
I guess
Silver's
that would,
great.
I mean, that's
The
still a lot.
cocoa is actually okay.
Oh, why'd you drink that? Don't drink more. Oh God.
I'll
I'm just
drink it.
saying.
It's good.
Oh no.
I don't hate it.
I mean, to be
It's
honest
oily.
with you, I don't really drink it myself anymore.
Why not? What happened?
Yeah.
Who
Do you
could
have
be
a bad
bothered?
batch?
Who could be bothered? Hey,
We've gotta-
Breep,
Let's
What
move it
happened in
along.
this
Thank you,
line?
Breep. See you later. We should go.
Okay, we're going to the third hall, I guess.
Nice to meet you, Breep.
This is
Nice
just
to-
like you. I'm sorry, Mr. Nix, but you know what, Spike? You always just cut people off. We could have heard his story. You know, maybe he would have eventually given us cocoa without cod oil in it.
We don't know. He wouldn't have. He was
You don't
adamant.
know.
We
He
knew
might
enough. We knew
He
enough.
might
Plus,
have.
I obviously disagree. Listen, I know these mountains, okay? I know you do too, Nix. That's a reason why we hired you here. But I like to think I know these mountains quite a bit, and we can hold on. There are better things in there, okay?
All right,
I mean,
fine.
I want to find the ham. I want the ham.
That's what I want. We
I
gotta.
want to
Glazed
find the
ham,
ham.
That's what I'm
Where's
talking
the
about.
mine where the ham comes out? That's where I want to find.
Okay, then, Spike, you take the lead on this next hall.
I will.
Yeah.
And you know what? On my way, Dungeon Master, I would like to just turn the snowman's frown upside down. Just make a little point, you know? Just
Are you
up,
going
up,
to
up.
try to cheer people up with this small gesture of kindness?
Also,
cost
Dungeon
me-
Master, I'm wondering if there's any way I could find a quick loo to take a break in.
Yeah, it's probably like a restroom.
It's nice, but I'm gonna need 5 to 10.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So while Bumpetican goes to get that cod liver through her system, Spite is going to go see if he can cheer people up with a gesture of kindness on a snowman. Spite, I'm going to make a roll to see if the small children who are just lying in their own impressions in the snow, not doing snow angels, are cheered by your gesture here. I've rolled another 9, another middling 9.
Perfectly
I-
average.
I feel like the children are not moved by this and just sort of stare at you with oddly glassy eyes.
Yeah. I'll just kind of say to them, get a job.
One of them's mouths just kind of goes, and that's it. And then we're heading on into the second hall. In the second hall, there's a long stone bridge that hangs over what looks like a lovely skating rink that's down below, where we can see that there's like marks in the ice where couples probably skated romantically and things like that. But the skating rink is now left barren and empty. There's a pair of skates that's just sort of hanging over the side of the edge of the skating rink, but no sign of any patrons.
This truly is a sad area. There's nothing sadder than a skating rink in the land of Toronto.
We came from a sad fair and we're following up with a sad, not even a wonderland, a disillusionment land. I'm workshopping it.
This is a dim and dismal area. I wish to proceed through it as rapidly as possible.
Yeah, it's fair.
Thankfully,
You know what
our heroes detect the smell of glazed ham on the wind.
Oh,
Oh,
honey, a little salt. Oh,
oh.
delightful.
I would like to levitate Dungeon Master and make little wing the hand motions and float along that scent to reach its source.
You're gonna try to use the scent line as like a rail to.
Yeah.
Okay. So our heroes are heading on into the third hall. In the third hall, we see the full holiday market of the mines of Moria, where we can see all sorts of different little kiosks set up and all kinds of selfies gathered around. All of them seem to be just as despondent as Breep, however, sitting sullenly at their little stalls where they're selling snow globes or skis or carved wooden scenes of the Tower of Tirana. None of them seem to really have their heart into it. However, at the center of this hall is a large gingerbread house, which has a selfie sitting out in front of it in full green hat and pointy shoes, sitting idly against the door, which seems to be barred, but the bar on the door has broken and the door has been kicked in.
Oh.
I tell you what, that cleared me right out. That was good
Oh,
stuff.
God.
I
Okay.
picked up another
We
one
don't
on
need
the
the
way.
we don't
What?
need the details.
I just
We
wanted
don't
to keep
need-
it going. You know, when you start to really feel your colon cleanse itself, there is no better
Okay.
feeling.
Sorry to cut you off there, Bumpy, but wait, this is
I
interesting.
don't think you need to apologize for that one.
That's
Hey, come on. You know what? Bowel health is all our health.
okay. I think we need to
Tink, tink, tink.
Dungeon Master, sorry, I missed that. Does it look like something's broken into the house or no? I probably missed.
Yes, it looks
Yeah?
like someone has forcefully made egress into this little Santa's cottage here.
Hey,
But there's someone
Santa's
sitting in front of
cottage?
it.
That's correct.
I mean, let's go
Ask
what happened.
what happened and prepare for, some kind of might have a bad attitude. So let's come out of this with a
Trouble.
lot of energy. I'll do the talking this
Yes.
time. Don't worry. I have a tendency. I'm good with people. I got courted for
Okay,
HR.
all right,
Didn't work
okay,
out.
okay, all
It
All
was
right.
fine.
yours, all yours.
How
We're not
many
going to fight you
holes
on
are
this.
there here?
All right. Hey, greetings, Selfie. What a lovely cold day. How's the house doing? Oh, looks like we might have a little bit of a issue there, no?
The selfie looks up at you with heavy eyes. She's got a shawl wrapped up around her shoulders. Looks like she had a Kindle going, but it's run out of batteries. Her little green hat is sort of flopped at a sad angle. This
Uh-oh.
problem? Yeah, I got a problem. When do we get to go outside again?
Well, good news. We actually are visitors, and we cracked the password, which my friend has been saying far too much. And we opened up the door, and now if you just backtrack through our steps, you can leave. So let's take this hat
Hold
of
on,
yours,
hold on,
if I
Spike.
may, and just prop it up a little bit here. Put
Oh.
it back on your head there. Huh?
Put it on your head. Selfie.
Yeah, maybe you would be one of them.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
put
think
it on
it-
your
Yeah,
head
yeah,
too,
yeah.
Spike.
No,
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 that
it
looks
will
nice.
endear
Put
you
it on
to
your
us.
head
Better
too.
on them.
No,
You
Spike,
will
we
look
want to
good.
see it.
Put
Wait
it
a
on.
minute.
Put it
Are
on.
you trying to cheer me up? She says.
Yeah, look. Yeah, this is a great hat. I mean, this is not for me, but I've got horns, so this really doesn't
It's good.
work. But hey, this could be you.
It's good.
This is your
It
look.
actually looks incredible on you.
Yes. You've never looked better.
It fell right
Only
off.
known you
No,
a little
Spike,
while.
it's actually
and
working
an
for you
improvement.
somehow. I
Okay,
don't
I'll-
know,
Well,
but I
Spike,
think
with this bold gesture and the support of your friends, I'll give you another chance at seeing if you can cheer up these selfies. Let's see what the die has to say. It's a 5, so no.
This
You know,
hat is
can
dumb.
I ask you something? A long, long time ago, this before it was a mine, it was known as the pathway beneath
Yeah,
the mountains of
that's-
finance.
Okay, yeah. She's-
Is that correct?
yeah, that's right.
What
That
was your name again?
My name?
Yeah,
Your name.
My
yeah,
name
It
we
can't be
met brief earlier.
And it can't
What's
be
your name?
Christopher Lee.
is Brelda.
I'm sorry, Breldash.
Brelda.
Brelda.
Yeah,
Brelda.
like a
Can-
Pegasus's Brelda.
Can
Oh,
we
like
call
Esma
you
Brelda.
Can we call you Breldosh?
Yeah,
No,
is it
no, I mean,
Breldash?
Is
call
it
me.
Brill Dash?
You know what? I don't care what you call me. That hat is just depressing as hell.
Listen to me, Breldash. You know what happened here that made everyone so upset?
Yeah, what's
Oh,
the
you-
deal?
You want to know?
That's
Oh,
why I asked.
Yes.
We wanna know.
Don't
Someone-
even think about sparing any details.
And that's the password somehow.
As Brelda says this, there's an ominous sort of scuttling sound. in
Sorry,
one of
who
the-
is Brelda?
Bradosh?
It's Breldash? Yeah.
Is it
No, it's not
Bradash?
Brelda. And you hear an ominous sort of scuttling sound that punctuates her comment. Oh, someone was trying to make a record of it in there, but I don't think they ever finished.
A record of what happened here? Breldash, are you sending us into a trap?
I mean, sounds kind of fun if it's a trap that
It's-
they thought of. Let's go into that potential trap. That sounds
Wait,
exciting.
wait. What do you think, Mr. Nix?
Oh,
Well, I mean, I don't think we're going to get too many answers out of this person. I think we should go in and investigate further, but be on our toes.
I like it.
On our toes. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
quite short most of the time. I'm walking around on my
It
toes.
still helps.
If I keep going, I'm gonna need the bathroom again,
Oh
dude.
God! Why? How'd you
This
get
is-
another cup? What?
I told you, it's nice. They got it in halls 1, 2, and 3. It's good stuff. You should try
It's
it.
ubiquitous, and there's
No.
people all over the place.
All right,
It's quite nice.
I'm going to blend with the shadows. Let me take the lead here. I can blend with the shadows and maybe creep up and witness to see what's going on in here. If there's anything,
You go
ill
first. I
afoot.
agree.
Okay, I love to see that. Yeah.
Easy piece of cake.
Okay,
God, I wish I
so
had cake.
Well, go
Spike,
on.
you're gonna use your warlock powers to meld with the shadows and
Yes,
make
indeed.
egress into this gingerbread house. Okay, very well. When you step into the house, you see a quaint little cottage with a little fireplace which is burnt down to embers. There is a glazed ham sitting on the table that's just piling the smell out. Just like the smell line is just riding out of it hot. And there's a fir tree over in the corner of the room that has little like wooden trains underneath it and things like that. But prominently in the middle of the room, there looks like there was some sort of a sign of a struggle. There's a chair that's been knocked over, and a large, heavy-bound book. There's this thick book that has a ink quill sitting next to it.
I approach the book and see what was the last thing written.
So you want to try to read the book? Very
I'd
well.
like to read.
We will now get into the technical element of the episode. Ooh, will this work? Probably, although technically we're not doing it the way we normally do. I don't know if our fans have noticed.
How is it working?
Yes, can you see it?
Yes.
Breep!
Breep.
Were we supposed to bring Breep with us?
Oh God, no.
Is this Reap's home?
Spite,
She has.
Spite, you must now read out this note in your best frightened sea elf voice.
Let's just take 1 second, though, Sprite, before you keep going.
Okay.
Again, we don't want any copyright infringement for any of this. Any
Right.
similarities to persons.
Don't worry.
I don't
Liz,
see what this would be similar to, but all right.
We're totally fine.
Go
Dearest
on,
Breep,
Breep.
she has taken the bridge and the second hall, Mr. Frodo. We have barred the gates, but cannot hold for them. It hangs heavy, this ring. She bums me out, Breep. Oh, we cannot get out. A shadow moves in the dark. I can carry your load. We cannot get out. She is coming.
Ooh, I mean, I would have done an Ian McKellen voice, but, that's you.
But why?
Well,
Fool of a Breep! Making far too much noise.
I mean, we had an ominous portent spelled out for us, but I think this is yet another ominous portent writ large.
But who could the she be? And do you mind me asking, Sprite, if you think I'm correct in this, but
yeah.
I believe this may have been Santa's house.
Santa? Santa.
Santa.
That most famous...
Santa.
that
I used to take Latin. This is just a real thing. And there's this salta is dance.
Okay.
And sometimes I think Santa and salta are the same.
Oh, like
Santa
it's a time for
Claus.
dancing. That's
Yeah,
cool.
there was this great line in my Latin textbook, salta, uxor salta, which meant
Wow.
dance, wife, dance.
Whoa.
Oh,
You know
Anyway.
an
Latin,
important
Liz?
phrase to learn.
Yeah. Where's the bathroom? Dance, wife, dance. Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Right. Santa, that famous, what was he, a sea elf? What was he steal? I've heard about him, I think.
A dark fae.
Oh.
Oh, yes, a dark fae, but he did great deeds for many of the children of the realm.
But at what cost?
Well, that's true enough. The spell of capitalism was strong, and many blame
Creating
Santa.
desire and greed in the hearts of man.
Wow. So he's gone now and they're missing him? Like they can't sustain without him? Or?
But who is this
The-
she? She is coming. Who is that?
The
How can we
Mrs.
figure it out?
Nix,
Perhaps the
Nix,
Mrs.
you,
Claus?
Nix, you are an expert in these regions. It's possible that you know something that would be helpful in reference to this monster. Let's make a roll to see
Let
if
me
you
think
have
about this.
helpful information. Yes, think as hard as you can. A 16, our first formidable roll. And so, Nyx, you are starting to remember something. And your memories will be cross-cut with that like shaky POV cam action that's going on, where we can see something that's sort of stalking our heroes through the
Mr.
holiday
Nyx,
market.
what is it? What is it?
Mr. Nyx doesn't know yet.
Mr. Nyx!
Slap
Tell
him!
us!
My
Shake
memory.
him!
I have to remember.
Slap
it.
him!
Yes.
Again!
Okay.
What? No, I was.
It'll help him think.
Ah.
Think harder!
I think a voice is coming to me.
Would it help if we keep interrupting?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Surely.
it's the S.A.D.eusa. The S.A.D.eusa, yes. S.A.D.eusa, yes. It's a creature of myth and legend, but
What does she
also
do?
real. Everyone's spirit and goodwill here has been sapped.
Oh,
The seasonal affective disorder, USA.
wow.
S.A.D.eusa.
S.A.D.eusa.
She will seduce you with grimness and the lack of sunlight.
Oh.
It has robbed the will to live from all of the residents of Borea.
Oh.
I have heard of S.A.D.eusa before. She has come to many a retirement community.
And I've also seen or heard tell of her in many a place, like the realms to the south.
Very sad USA.
That's why it's called USA, because it's been taken over by S.A.D.eusa.
S.A.D.eusa.
Yeah,
As our
that is-
heroes share this information, we snap to the POV shot that is looming outside of Santa's cottage, and we see a creature starting to step towards the doorway, and we can hear the gentle writhing of snakes.
S.A.D.eusa uses snakes to freeze her enemies and make them sad.
And rob them of joy.
Yes. Okay, everybody, goggles on.
All right. Gird yourselves.
All right.
Goggles on.
Where are your goggles, Nyx?
Nyx, where are your goggles?
Nyx? Thank you.
Thank God.
God, we're cool. We're really good looking now. Whatever happens, know that we look good. All right.
Ready.
Heroes, you can hear the heavy footfalls of the S.A.D.eusa at the gates of the cottage. What will you do?
I would like to cast a spell.
Oh, yes, go into the sheets now.
I would like to cast a spell that I absolutely know that I have. And that spell is polymorph.
Ooh.
You're going to try to polymorph the S.A.D.eusa?
Yes.
Into what?
Hot cocoa.
With cod liver oil.
Is that
So,
doable?
going to attempt to polymorph the S.A.D.eusa into cod liver oil hot cocoa
Correct.
when she makes egress into the cottage. So,
Yes.
I also wish to prepare a spell.
oh, what are
which
you
is
going
a
to prepare?
Guardian of Faith.
Guardian of Faith, just to protect.
Just to protect us, yes.
What Guardian of Faith are you calling on, Nyx?
I'm calling on the only spell, the Guardian that will protect me from sadness, which is the heart will go on.
Ah, yes, the great ballad of Celine. And Spite, what are you going to attempt to do?
I would like to grab a piece of ham. Please.
Good.
Good move. That's a
So-
smart move.
For those of you watching in the chat, if any of you should happen to have a real or virtual D20 at your side, roll, and the first one who should enter the number into the chat will provide the score for our heroes that will roll against the roll that I will roll for our villain, the S.A.D.eusa.
Do something great, someone.
However, before we
Yeah.
determine the result of that, we see a brief scene as the S.A.D.eusa begins to enter the cottage, creaking the door open. You hear a voice that whispers out, "Do I detect happiness?"
I mean, yes, there's this great ham here.
I mean, there's great ham, so
You know what? Nix the ham
smells
top.
good.
No, we're
Very
all
good.
quite sad here. Very upset. Couldn't.
this is the worst day ever. This ham's so good.
Are any of you
I-
looking at the S.A.D.eusa?
No.
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 We have
Goggles
shades
on.
No. Just look at
Goggles
the ham.
on, goggles on, and also like eyes averted, or
Oh yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah, look at the ham.
I'm looking
Look
at
at
the
this.
ham.
Over
Yeah.
here. I'm
lot of
over
ham.
here.
just
I'm
fully
this way.
distracted.
This ham is distracting. I'm hungry.
I mean, it's great ham.
Hey, S.A.D.eusa.
You cannot hide from me for. Wait! Is that spite?
What the fuck?
Wait, what
Dad?
the?
Don't you remember your dad?
Oh.
I nailed it. Daddy?
Wait, don't take off your goggles.
Oh no, I want to see this. This is
So
good.
Spite turns to face the S.A.D.eusa, and the first number has come
Oh.
in from the chat, and it was a 6.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no!
Oh, Spite, that's
And now
bad.
the S.A.D.eusa's roll in response, a 4.
That's
Oh.
worse. That's worse somehow.
That's worse. That's
So,
worse.
and so our heroes will not all be blighted by the S.A.D.eusa here. Spite, you will be affected by the S.A.D.eusa's seasonal affective days, but Bumpetican and Nyx, you will be free to act as normal, but you are a bit thrown off by this sudden parental reunion.
I mean, I still
It's
get to try to
emotional.
work my spell, isn't that right?
Yeah, you let me know when you want to drop that polymorph.
Oh, I mean,
In the meantime, DJ Bard, should we get some like sad piano dad music?
it's
yeah.
sad
That's
to Dano.
Sad dad.
Sad Dana.
Sad. The ballad
Dad,
of the sad dad.
Wow, now that it's actually here, I mean, kind of a letdown. It's
You
good
notice-
to see you.
You notice that the S.A.D.eusa is, of course, the beautiful complexioned Gorgon that we know from legend and lore. However, she is wearing a big, like, improv competition T-shirt from like 15 years ago, and sweatpants like that have holes in the knees and like soup stains down the front of them. She has a Snuggie on over the top of her, and she's just holding like a bunch of House DVDs, like DVDs
Oh.
from the TV show House.
Oh,
Wait,
there's more relevant shows on. God.
I don't like the hospital parts. I just like the bits where he makes jokes.
No, I get it. I mean,
My son,
my
why have you
father,
returned to me?
I just knew you'd be here, but can't help but feel a little. Well, I guess that's it. I guess. Listen, can I watch those DVDs with you?
oh my God, Spite's
What
What are
already
you
been
doing,
affected.
Spite?
I'm
Yeah.
good. This is a bit of a this is too much. I got my ham. I'm fine. Let's just call it in. Let's call it early for tonight. This
Wait,
is
no,
great.
Spite,
Great
wait.
ham.
Think about the glazed ham. Aren't you excited by it anymore?
Yes.
It's fine. It's gonna make me fat.
But
at the end of
Spite,
the
what
day.
about your new podcast you were talking about? Isn't that even exciting?
I mean, yeah. I mean that's gonna be good, but it's not gonna get any listeners at the end of the day. It's more for me. And
I think about your escape rooms. Think about all the escape rooms you want.
wasn't it all just a distraction? You know,
What?
in the day. I think I just want to watch House.
S.A.D.eusa's gotten to him already. I'd like to do my spell, please.
You're going to cast your polymorph?
Yes, easy
So,
peasy.
Bumpetican, how are you going to cast the polymorph at S.A.D.eusa without being able to look at her?
Mirrors. There's a large mirror behind me, and I cast it at the mirror,
I mean,
and it
there are no-
bounces at her.
There are no mirrors, but there are the like reflective crystal, the like, the balls and
Use
the Christmas
those.
tree.
That's exactly what I just said. Okay, so listen up.
So Bumpetican looks into what are they called? The little balls. I don't know.
Ornaments.
like
Ornaments.
Christmas balls?
A palantir.
Palantir? No.
Palantir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
A volunteer.
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 So Bumpetican looks into these things on the tree and targets the S.A.D.eusa and launches off this polymorph spell, and in a burst and a shriek and the writhing of snakes, the S.A.D.eusa drops to the ground a hot cocoa filled with cod liver oil.
Dad!
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Listen, Spite, as someone who has also lost their dad,
Hmm,
I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. You're your own person.
that's true, Spite. You should listen to him.
Are you drinking my dad right now? Stop
Yeah.
it! Give me that! No! Give me
I
that!
forgot, but it's quite good.
No!
That's
give me
gonna
that.
shoot right through you, Bumpetikin.
He's a
Oh,
good
that's-
year. He's a good year. Let me finish it, and we'll get. Maybe now I'm your dad. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah,
As-
we can all be parental figures to you.
As Bumpetikin drinks Spite's dad, DJ Bard, can we get some like uplifting, heroic, or hopeful sounding music start to going on here? Bumpetikin, you hear a voice that occurs in your head that says, "Wait, wait!
What?
I think I'm cured.
Who?
Little gnome, it was genius. You must have known.
I'm sorry. Who's speaking?
It's me, the S.A.D.eusa.
What?
Yes, you drank me, and now I'm speaking to you in your mind. But
Are you going to be in here forever?
Well, you've cured me.
How do I get you out?
You've cured me of my curse of seasonal
Who are
affective
you
disorder.
talking to, Bumpetikin?
You must
Yeah,
have you must have known that cod liver oil is rich in vitamin D.
Yes, I did. Nix, Mr. Nix,
Yes?
Mr. Spite, or whatever, Sprite. I gotta tell you, I have successfully saved your dad, S.A.D.eusa. But he's not S.A.D.eusa anymore. He's just USA.
To be fair, S.A.D.eusa is still a she, but also Spite's dad.
Yes, okay. Your dad, she's S.A.D.eusa, still now just USA.
Great, you saved. Well, first of all, well done.
I'll be
Secondly-
honest. Somehow she's still in my brain and I don't know how to get her out. Any ideas?
Oh, I think you know.
No.
I think it'll be coming out of you soon.
I don't want to
no.
go. I don't want to go to the toilet.
Don't
You
poop
can't
my
hold
dad.
it in forever.
I don't want to go there. I don't. It's happening.
PM.
It's happening.
It's
It's
happening
happening.
here.
Oh, holy hell! Oh God!
We hear the sound of like something like sort of boom, clash, clash.
Oh, for
It sounds like sort of like a skeleton body falling down a long hole, just like bang, croosh, bang, bang, bang.
Just
And
relax.
we hear the S.A.D.eusa shout out, "Fool of a tink!"
I'd rather not talk about this adventure again.
I need to unfortunately know more.
I'd like to go home now. Mr. Nix, we'll take you the rest of the way through the mine.
Yes, I mean, I just hope everyone else outside here has been lifted from the curse of the S.A.D.eusa.
That is good.
When
So
you,
is
when you
she?
step outside of the cottage, you can see that the holiday market is suddenly back up in force, with cotton caramel apples, that's more seasonal, being handed out, and these little wooden figurines being carved, and all the little sea elves seem to be back to their cheerful selves.
We are heroes. That's fantastic.
Not bad. Not
Hey,
bad.
yeah, we all did pretty well.
We did all right. How are you
Bumpy,
feeling, Bumpetikin? You look a
yeah,
little
do you-
green around the gills.
I don't
Okay.
feel very good. I don't feel very good at all. I don't
Hey,
feel
you know
very
what,
good.
Bumpy? I did get a bit of what could be your dad. The rest of this ham.
What? You got me some ham?
Yeah, there was ham in there. I was eating ham.
Yeah, those hats.
I
Did you
just
not
shit
grab
out
some?
your dad. You think I want to eat a piece of ham right now?
Maybe.
You know what? This is just classic Sprite. I don't want to even think about anything again. This is, you know what? Too much, too little, too late.
Wait,
Okay, come
No,
on.
come back.
Come on.
Bumpetikin.
Get back. Nix, you want some of this ham, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, God, let's go to town.
Yeah, it's good. It seems
Very good. So
I mean, everyone's enjoying it.
that's like classic dad stuff, right? That's classic dad.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
My father died when I was young too, so I'm assuming
Right.
that's normal.
well, I guess now you know one of my secrets, Bumpy's secrets. Probably shouldn't tell anyone. It's quite weird.
That's okay. I mean, mine was pretty unusual too.
Yeah.
And
so
so-
much fanfare.
As our adventure comes to a close, our heroes pass through the mines of Moria with new friendships, new knowledge of the possible deaths of each other's dads. Maybe there's still a little piece of Spite's dad somewhere in Bumpedican, solidifying their new friendship. As we draw...
There's nothing solid about it!
Too much
we draw-
information.
a wet close to the ending
God.
of episode
No.
4 of D&D Live, The Legend of Tirana, The Gaze of the S.A.D.eusa. Yay! Congratulations, folks. You did it.
What a
Wow.
tragedy for Bumpedican.
I
I think we
was
all
not
lost something in that.
not
Yeah.
expected. Bumpy has really had a rough go today.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks to everyone who's watching in the chat. This has been D&D Live. We're the first Monday of every month on Bad Dog Comedy TV. All kinds of wonderful shows on Bad Dog Comedy TV, and I'll throw out some quick promo stuff for them now. There's shows 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday, shows at 4:30 and at 9 o'clock or 9:30. Why don't you check out tomorrow at 4:30, Caitlin Morrow's Puppet Chats, which is just what it sounds like, a puppet chatting with a comedian, and it's always tons of fun, and tomorrow will be no exception. Julian, do you have anything you'd like to shout out?
Nothing too much on my end this time. I just want to shout out it's Steph Malik's birthday from
Oh, yeah,
D&D
happy
Live. So happy
birthday.
birthday, Steph. Just want to share that good energy around. Happy birthday.
birthday.
That's right.
Happy birthday to Steph, D&D Live alumni, and the origin of Tink's goggles, or
True.
Bumpedican's goggles.
Bumpedican. My name isn't Tink. My profession is tinking.
Yeah. Liz, do you have anything to shout out for us?
Bad Dog Comedy TV. That's the main thing.
Nice.
Liz Johnston 12 on all social media platforms.
Sweet. And Vinny, do you have any shout outs for us? I know you've got some stuff on the go.
Yeah, so I've got an online improv school called Improv College at improvcollege.ca. We've got a whole bunch of new classes, including like every Sunday series is like a different one every Sunday with a bunch of great teachers. And then every other week we have a show on youtube.com/improv college, our YouTube channel called The Backdrop, which is always a bunch of fun. So, and there's some old episodes there you can just check out as a podcast. So that's improvcollege.ca.
Sweet. Yeah, lots of cool stuff going on there coming from Mount Royal. And also all of our music has been provided live today by the fantastic Ayaka Kinugawa, DJ Bard. And Ayaka's got another wonderful show on Bad Dog Comedy TV, which is Mondays at 4:30 called Ayaka's Kitchen, where she will roll up a guest-provided ingredient into a sushi roll, and it is tons of fun. So thanks again for joining us. Today, our fee for this show is going to go to a lovely charity that's called 1492 Land Back Lane, which is a charity that's focused on Indigenous rights. We strongly suggest that you donate to them, or you can also donate to Bad Dog at baddogcomedy.com. Thank you so much for joining us today, and have yourself a wonderful night.
Baddogfeeder.com.
Whatever.
Whatever.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice.